Toppers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Oh, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard.
Turning it on! Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Jukes his way for more. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Samuel. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The option look. Now the pitch. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Bust through and another broken tackle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. On the play. 2nd down coming up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Samuel. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space to the left. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Finds his tight end. Shows him the stiff arm. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Works the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know in this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Slams ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. He The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Snap in the shotgun. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Toppers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Samuel. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack, punting the football.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, WKU. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Western Kentucky, 21, Kansas, 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw it, Samuel. Floats it out in space. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Ramsey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll take it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Tough spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Duggar. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Floating away. He throws one to the left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Hilltoppers have a lot of options on second and inches. Now the play fake. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Can't get him to the ground. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll go to the toss. He's in open space downfield.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Samuel. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moses. Looking for room at the 30. It's a running room. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
and they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Back has it. Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the big fella. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Got the first down and more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Samuel. Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets it to him on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Caught behind the line. It's Duggar. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Buys a little extra time. Back's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Toppers. The offense cashing it in on that drive. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Finding open areas. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Samuel. Caught in the backfield, it's Moses. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Now 2nd and goal.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Moses. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Samuel. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockchalk. Fired in from the red zone for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense working from the pistol. The play action fake. On the move to his left. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Offense with jumbo personnel. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. blasted as he lets it go. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Dances away. Throws into the middle of the field. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Sends it back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, better look out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it on the right. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Archon Jayhawk.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. You'll try to win it right now with a 2-point play.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. The throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Gets it out quickly. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Moses. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. This is a designed run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Great tough running by the running back. Low to the ground. Continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
The Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Samuel. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Jayhawks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped right there, desperately trying to stay on his feet, pull out a little heroic move, but that's going to do it as this game is over. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a